G'day OWFsquad, welcome back to another Thursday trip report. Currently I'm at Gold Coast Airport and today I'm gonna fly Jetstar from here to Seoul Incheon in Korea. Jetstar only started this 3-time weekly flight a week ago, that's the 8th of December 2019. Today's the 15th of December, so I'm catching the 4th flight. There's only one single terminal at Gold Coast, so you use the same check-in counters for international and domestic flights. Jetstar has 3 types of fare and today I paid for the middle one, the Starter Plus bundle. That includes 20 kg of checked-in baggage allowance. Due to the recent strike, there are many cancelled and delayed Jetstar flights. Unfortunately, our flight today has actually been delayed by 3 hours. Good thing is Jetstar gave us early notice by sending us an email a day before. There's a link where you can choose another flight, but there's only one flight to Korea, so it's useless. You can also use this email as a proof to claim your insurance. As you can see, our flight to Korea has been delayed by 3 hours and 25 minutes, and it's also a code-share flight with Jeju Airlines, which I'm actually gonna fly next week to Hong Kong. Despite the delay, I arrived at the airport pretty early because of early checkout hotel time, and also I have lounge access. Directly after security, you'll find the Qantas Club. Today I have access with my Qantas Gold card. I think having a Qantas status is pretty handy when you fly Jetstar. You pay so little and you get lounge access. I'm currently at a buffet area and I'll quickly show you what you can get to eat. Here you've got some really nice chocolate muffin and economy class bread. Here you can make your own salad, mac and cheese, a selection of wine and also beer. Today I'm going to try this Wolf Blast Chardonnay and I believe it's from South Australia. And of course I got ID'd here. Overall the food selection here is excellent for a domestic lounge and I had a delightful meal. After the meal I found a seat to relax for a while and then I went to do my usual shower room tour. Welcome to Gold Coast Airport Qantas Club shower room, and right now I'm showing you the lovely shower room they've got here. It's pretty nice, very decent, quite beautiful as well. That's the toilet, and on the left it's the shower space. Very nice, isn't it? Coat hook. Coat hook. Coat hook. But for long, it's time to leave the lounge as we have to board our plane soon. I actually feel very lucky that I have lounge access today because Gold Coast Airport is super crowded today. It's quite difficult to find a chair, a seat or a table. Anyway, because we're flying on an international flight, we have to go through international security screening and immigration. After that, and as usual, you have to walk through the duty-free shops. There are about 3 to 4 international gates here at Gold Coast. There are only 2 flights about to depart soon, and there's definitely not enough seats here. We're now boarding for our flight JQ49 to Seoul.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
It's bloody hot.
Aisle.
Let's see your boarding pass, thank you. Boarding pass. Welcome on board Jetstar 787. Economy class is in a standard 333 configuration. Every seat is about 17 inches wide and your legroom or seat pitch is about 30 inches. Those seats actually look very much like the ones on American Airlines, but the legroom on American is 31 inches. You'll notice that there's no pillow or blanket on every seat. That is because you have to pay for it. The price is 10 Aussie dollars, but you also get other amenities such as eye mask and earplugs. One of the best things about those seats is that you get a very comfy and soft headrest. It's also adjustable. I'll now show you the seat features. In front of you, you get a touchscreen TV, headphone jack and a USB port. Under it you get a tray table. Unfortunately you can't fold it in half, but you can move it back and forth. There's one seat pocket. The legroom is actually pretty good for a low cost carrier. Like many other airlines, between every 2 seats you get a universal power socket underneath your seat.
On behalf of Captain Mark Lilly, First Officer James Matthews, Second Officer Cody Bethel and Second Officer James Bruce and the entire crew, I'd like to extend a warm welcome aboard your Jetstar flight JQ49 through to Seoul. We'd also like to welcome our Qantas and Emirates codeshare customers, JQ codeshare customers and Club Jetstar members travelling with us. As a friendly reminder, smoking is not, and the use of e-cigarettes is not permitted on board. All electronic devices should now be in flight mode. Any larger devices such as laptops must now be switched off and stored away.
So as you can see, I just got upgraded with a quotation mark to a emergency exit seat. Originally my seat was 42A and I had 3 seats to myself, so 42A, B and C. But then the crew realised that the passenger here at 44C originally couldn't understand any English at all, and that's not allowed because when there's an emergency, passengers sitting at emergency exit row have to follow crew's instructions to operate the door or whatever. So at the end I was forced to swap seats with her because most passengers on board couldn't understand any English as well. Now although I get more leg room, I lost my window seat and my flat bed in economy class.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be dimming the main cabin light to take off, so if you wish to continue reading, you'll find your light switches screen in front of you. And sleeping on the floor is not allowed, even for children. Shortly we'll be handing out arrival forms for Seoul, South Korea. They need to be completed by all customers, including South Korean residents. Please take care with the information you provide with customs and quarantine, as any false declarations could result in serious penalties, fines or prosecution. In just a moment we'll be coming through the cabin to begin our service, starting with pre-purchased meals followed by our in-flight menu selection. If you'd like something to eat or drink, have a look through the Jetstar menu in your seat pocket. You're welcome to pay with all major credit and debit cards with a Visa or MasterCard symbol. If you use your Jetstar MasterCard, you'll get 10% off. Just have your card ready and keep in mind that we might ask for photo ID. Throughout your flight today, water is available for purchase from your cabin crew team for $4. After the service is completed, should you wish to have a glass of water, just ask a member of the team. Alcoholic beverages are only available for purchase from cabin crew. If you're unable to consume any alcohol you've brought on board, including duty-free, please save it to enjoy at your destination. When you invite you sit back, relax, enjoy the friendly Jetstar service. Remember the crew here need confidence, safety. So if there's anything we could do for you throughout the flight, please let us know.
Shortly after takeoff, the crew started their service. First they handed out freebies like earphones and arrival cards in South Korea. There's quite a lot of documents handed out on this flight. There's an arrival card and a quarantine form that you have to fill out. Then there's also these two A4 papers to read about what you can't bring into South Korea and also some diseases happening around the world. I'm now going to take out the tray table to fill out my forms and also for the food that I'm going to get later. The tray tables here can be folded in half, which is quite a good thing. Water is complimentary, and now the crew are handing out pre-purchased meals. For my Starter Plus bundle, one meal is included on this flight. You can choose to have it after takeoff or before landing. I chose it to have it after takeoff. This is butter chicken rice. The presentation might not be the best, but it actually tastes pretty good. There's a lot of sauce and it's really flavorful. A hot drink is also included with the meal and I got a cup of tea. I don't know why, but I always break this tag even when I make a tea at home. The crew came back later with a trolley for passengers who want to buy food on board. They also come back very frequently to offer us more water. That's the view from the emergency exit door. It looks absolutely amazing. Mood lighting is switched on throughout the flight and it looks beautiful. Welcome on board Jetstar 787 economy class lavatory. I'm in the one in the middle of the plane. Very basic here. Not too big, not too small. You've got the toilet seat right there. And up here you've got a coat hook. And also Qantas branded toilet paper. How nice. Qantas. I wanted to check out the entertainment system, but I didn't know how to take out the TV, so I pressed the call button for help. This is also a call bell button time check. No one came after 3 minutes, so I just walked into the galley and asked for help. The passenger who was sitting here actually prepaid for the entertainment system, so technically I got 3 movies to watch. Otherwise it would be $9 for each movie, or $13 for any movies you want to watch throughout the flight. By the way, the flight map is free. Before you pay, you want to make sure that there's actually movies that you want to watch. There's not a lot of options, as you can see. Those are the new releases, and those are the favourites. Also not a lot of options. About 5 hours into the flight, the cabin crew switched on the lights and came with a trolley to ask if people want to buy drinks or food. I actually brought some food on board myself, including this apple from the Qantas lounge and this biscuit with sweet potato and cashews dip that I got from a Virgin Australia flight the day before. With about 1.5 hours to go, the crew once again came back to distribute the second round of pre-ordered meals. I didn't get anything during this meal service because I ordered nothing.
Service on today's flight. Cabin crew will now be moving through the cabin to collect any rubbish items that you may have. Please don't check around you and in your seat pockets for any empty wrappers, newspapers, or other items you won't be taking with you and hand them to the crew. In addition, please return your safety cards at the front of your seat pocket. Thank you.
towards Seoul. Made pretty good progress. Should be touching down, just depending on air traffic control, at approximately 10 minutes to 12 local time, about 5 minutes later at the gate. So if you haven't already done so and you'd like to adjust your watches to the current time in Korea, 1 hour time zone adjustment, so the current time is 8 minutes past 11 in the evening. Weather conditions for arrival, it's quite pleasant. 5 degrees is the outside air temperature, just some light wind and a little bit of cloud in the general area. I do trust that you enjoyed the flight with us from the beautiful Gold Coast. On behalf of my crew at Jetstar, it's been our pleasure having you with us. Thank you.
We're now descending into Seoul Incheon Airport, so let's quickly conclude this long-haul flight with Jetstar 787 right here, right now. First of all, with the delay, I actually don't blame Jetstar for that. They actually did a pretty good job by notifying the passengers the day before. Once on board, I actually found the seat quite comfortable for a low-cost carrier. And it's nice that you get a TV, a USB port and charging outlets, because other low-cost carriers may not offer that on long-haul flights. I was actually very disappointed that I had to switch seat, because originally I was going to have 3 seats for myself and an amazing view. Although some might call it lucky that I got an emergency exit seat, I didn't see it that way. Because the area right in front of me had a lot of passengers congregating throughout the whole flight waiting to use the lavatory. If I had stretched out my legs, they would trip over me, so I had to keep my legs very close to me, which was quite uncomfortable for the whole flight. I suppose Jetstar should make the ground staff to assess the English skills of those sitting at the emergency exit rows. Now to something more positive, the cabin crew were very friendly on this flight. They always came back to give us more water, which I thought was actually going to be chargeable. Also, the butter chicken rice, which was included in my ticket, was actually pretty delicious. I booked this one-way flight to Seoul when Jetstar announced this route back in March 2019, and I paid $270 for this flight. That includes 20 kg of checked-in baggage allowance, a free meal on board, and free seat selection. Also Qantas points and Qantas status credits if you're a Qantas frequent flyer. So overall a pretty good deal and a pretty good flight. Just a bit uncomfortable and annoying because of where I sat. Now I would like to thank all of you for watching this Jetstar trip report, and here we are, OWFsquad. Please share your journey with me with this hashtag on Instagram, and please don't forget to like this video, comment down below, I reply to all of them, and share this video with your aviation friends. And it's not too late to subscribe now if you haven't done so. Your subscription will definitely motivate me to do more videos like this one. Did you know only about 13% of you watching this video have subscribed to my channel? So many of you haven't subscribed yet, and it would really make a huge difference if you go subscribe right now if you haven't done so. I would really appreciate that. So thanks again, and I'll see you again next Thursday 12 PM Hong Kong time, Thursday 1 PM Seoul time, or Thursday 2 PM Gold Coast time. Thank you and see ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Seoul, where the local time is 11:45. Although we're on the ground, we still want to make sure that you're absolutely safe, so please stay in your seat with your seatbelt firmly fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. As we disembark from our own air bridge today, if your mobile phone is within reach, but now turn it on, please ensure your seatbelt remains fastened. We will be disembarking by the forward left-hand door. Please follow the directions of the Jetstar cabin crew and staff, and a reminder that smoking is strictly prohibited. On behalf of Captain Michael Lee and the entire crew, I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with Jetstar today. It's certainly been a pleasure having you on board. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you and good evening.
손님 여러분께 안내 말씀드리겠습니다. 이 비행기는 방금 인천공항에 도착하였습니다. 손님 여러분의 안전을 위해 항공기가 완전히 멈춘 후 좌석 벨트 입으시는 것이 때까지 좌석에서 잠시만 앉아서 기다려주시기 바랍니다. 현재 시각은 11시 46분입니다. 기장님을 비롯하여 저희 승무원들은 손님 여러분의 제스타와의 비행을 영광으로 생각합니다. 좌석 선반을 여실 때에는 비행 중 이동한 짐이 떨어질 수 있으니 주의하시고